Hi, I'm Nene and welcome to the Ace Space. In October, I will be hosting the Ace Race, which is a readathon that focuses on books with asexual main characters, and I wanted to share my TBR with you today. So starting off, I'm going to tell you about the book that I will be reading for the prompt fantasy and sapphic and queer author. So for these prompts, I will be reading Beyond the Black Door by A.M. Strickland. This is a YA fantasy with a demi-romantic and bi-romantic main character. This book is about Kamai, who is a soul walker. She can visit people's souls while they sleep, and her mother is one as well. But her mother has always warned her not to go beyond the black door. So something happens that makes Kamai want to open the black door, and I'm very curious as to what is behind the black door. This is also the book club pick for the Ace Space this month, September and October. And at the end, either at the end of October or beginning of November, we'll be discussing this book live here on this channel. This book will be good for at least 3 of the prompts. Yeah, for more. For aromantic, because she's demi-romantic. For sapphic. For queer author. I think for also aspec author. And for fantasy. So if you pick this up, you can also join the book club this month. Then for comic and aromantic main character and author of color, I will be reading Jughead Volume 1. The author isn't a person of color, but I think the artist is. This is set in the world of Archie comics. Jughead is his best friend. You might know him from Riverdale, but Jughead is Aro Ace, and in the show he isn't. So it's about Jughead who loves his mealtime, and because there's a new principal, something happens to lunch, I think, and then he swears vengeance on the new principal. I've never read the Archie comics, so I'm curious to see if I will understand what's going on. Hopefully it's just about Jughead and not about previous things. I mean, it's a new series, so I think I don't have to have read any of the Archie comics books. I have watched the first season of Riverdale, and I have a feeling that it will be very different than the show. Then the book Paper Heart Society, Read with Pride by Lucy Powrie. This is, I think, the second book in the series, which I hope I don't have to read the first one because I haven't read the first one. But I think it's like you can read it as a standalone. I should probably check that first. I'm reading this for the prompt demi/gray sexual main character. I think the main character is demisexual? I'm not sure. But it is a YA contemporary. It is very queer. And I know that the third one in this series has an autistic main character by an actually autistic author. And I want to read that one. So I want to read this anyways. Thank you, Julia, for putting these books on my radar. So this is about Olivia Santos, and her school library wants to withdraw a couple of LGBTQ+ books. So she starts the club Read with Pride because she wants to show the world why queer representation is important. Then the last book I will be reading is Ace by Angela Chen. This is for the nonfiction and author that is a spec. Yes. For those 2 prompts. So this doesn't have a plot, this is just nonfiction. Kasey from Kasey Can Read has a book club with Mafalda, which is called Nonfiction Baddies, and they will be reading this for their book club in September. Asked Lise and I if we wanted to join them for the live discussion, which will probably be mid-October, so I can read it for the readathon. And I think that will be on Kasey's channel, so I will link her channel down below. Also, this cover is so pretty. I really like this cover. Also, It's super floppy. So I am only reading 4 books for the Ace Race because I'm gonna be very busy in October for preparing the launch of my webcomic called Halloween, which also has an asexual main character. The first 9 pages will be uploaded on Halloween, October 31st. So I will be very busy preparing that, so that's why I only chose 4 books. Hopefully I will get to all of them. I mean, one is a comic, so that's like an hour, maybe 2 hours of reading. So I think I'll be fine. Throughout the month of October, I'll also be hosting live reading sprints here on my channel, maybe also on the Ace Spaces Instagram, but I'm not sure. I've never gone live on Insta, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. But hopefully you can catch some of the live reading sprints and we can read together. So that was my TBR. If you'd like to share your TBR, you can do so by using my Ace Race bookcase, which you can get from the Discord or from Twitter. If you'd like to follow our Twitter, it's at Ace Readathon, and Instagram is the same handle as well. And there will be a link down below if you want to join the Discord. And if you'd like to read my webcomic in October, you can follow at Halloveencomic on Instagram for updates and eventually a link when it will be posted. And every week, well, I hope to post a page on the Instagram every week. So thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.